Today's session is all about ideas, and we learn to find new ideas fast by the end of the session. The series of webinars is known as This is Marketing. We started last year, and it was basically started off as an experiment, but we got a good response from the people who attended this, and we also loved doing this. So we continued with this all along. We have done around, I think, 40 plus sessions right now, and it's a very practical, no nonsense webinar series. I don't go over a lot of theory. I would rather show you something which is of practice, which you can apply in your daily life for your professional or personal business oriented goals. Okay, very simple idea. If I was to put this across, I teach more tactics over strategy. Your strategy is all about the plan, and while it's very good and it's essential, one of the main missing parts which I have seen in my marketing career is people start thinking about only, you can say, the strategy part and planning part, and they feel they have done their work and it should just work, but it doesn't. Okay, that's where tactics come in. So that's why this particular webinar is all about the tactics which I have learned over the years. Who am I? My name is Jeet Ajani, and I run Singularity with my partner Amjad Desai. He operates from Abu Dhabi, I operate from India. And the whole idea is we just started off in the space of digital marketing around 3.5 years back. And whatever knowledge we have gained in this time is what we are sharing out here. Today's session is all about capturing content ideas and to find new ideas fast. So as we start, one of the first things which I would like you guys to answer, and see, how you will get maximum benefit out of this session is if you are interactive throughout. Okay, so if you can let me know, sorry, sorry for that, Raju. So if you can let me know, one of the first things is what is an idea, and are you guys able to? How many of you guys are able to think of ideas on a day in day out basis? If you can think of ideas, please press 1 on your keyboard and share it in the chat. How many of you guys can think of ideas? How many of you guys can think of ideas? If you think you can think of ideas, if you can come up with ideas, please press 1 and share it in the chat. I can just see one person, so I'm just assuming for the case he. Okay, we got few more entries coming in, which is great. According to me, everyone thinks of ideas. Ideas are something which keep on happening, and it's a wiring of the brain which keeps on getting triggered throughout. It's not about anything else. It's not about saying कि ये कोई सुपर पावर है, but ये कैसा है आइडिया आना और आप उसको रिकॉग्नाइज कर पाओ, ये एक जिम सेशन की तरह होता है. जैसे we go to work out in the gym for our muscle, वैसे so those are physical muscles. वैसे ही there is an idea muscle. What has happened over the years is we are prone to take instructions, we are prone to take directions, and we follow certain techniques or certain patterns. And in this, what we have done is idea muscle को थोड़ा weak कर दिया. So ये सेशन का मेन चीज जो है वो है कि आइडिया मसल को कैसे स्ट्रेंथन करें, but I cannot just make it strong by maybe a hour of session or something. You guys need to do this every day in and out. And what I will be providing in this particular session is a mindset and also how to look at certain things, and obviously certain hacks on how to do this faster. One of the few points which I know is why people don't do something. Okay, sometimes we all want to grow our business and we all want to take certain actions, but why we are unable to do it? The simplest answer to this is it's not because we don't want to do it, it's not because we don't feel like doing it, it's because we don't know how to do it. और बहुत बार ये पॉइंट तक पहुंचने के लिए टाइम लगता है. Okay, so I'm just saying कि right now you guys are all powerful in the audience to think of ideas, but we are not capturing them and we are missing them when they are coming to our head, or when they are coming to our head we are not even recognizing them. Okay, so First part to understand is ideas are nothing. Okay, ideas are nothing, ideas mean nothing, ideas cost nothing. Execution is everything. So at the start of this session, why I am putting this out there is you need to understand idea आने से आपका काम जो है खत्म नहीं होता, आपका काम शुरू होना चाहिए. Okay, and ideas recognize करने से भी आपका काम शुरू होना चाहिए. You have to start executing after that. Let's look at a fun example. Right now, can anyone tell me what is the idea in these movies? First of all, have you guys seen any of these movies? So maybe you might know the director. Okay. Anyone who knows the director, please write it in the chat. Very famous. Ritesh got it right. It's Christopher Nolan. Now, can you tell me what's the idea amongst these five movies? ये five movies में एक central idea है, which is constant. Can you recognize that? Okay, this is time, which is awesome. Yeah, it is time. In all the five movies, like this is Memento. Memento is sort of the inspiration for Gajni in India. So in this movie, what happens is the narrative takes place uh, flashback में, present में, flashback में, present में. So ये continuously होते रहता है, ठीक है? Similarly, Inception. Inception is all about a person who is going into a dream state, and in a dream state, a person goes further into a dream state, and वो levels पे जाके the person is maybe installing an idea or something in someone. It's in they are incepting an idea, and the whole over there the whole thing which is a central theme is idea and time. Okay, because the time in the dream state is different versus time in the real world. Similarly, there is Dunkirk, which is a war film. Now, in this war film also, it was time was relative. There were 3-4 stories happening simultaneously. Simultaneously, आपको 3 से 4 स्टोरीज बताई जा रही है और हर एक स्टोरी अलग टाइम पे हो रही है. Okay. Similarly, there was Interstellar, which is all about space and all these things, and also to do with, you can say, time and all this. Tenet, the most recent movie which Nolan released in 2020, this is also about time. इसमें there is a point wherein the person can actually go ahead, okay, and then they can also come behind. So the protagonist, the hero of the film, actually goes back, okay, through a certain way, and simultaneously there are multiple parallel timelines which are running in. It's a crazy movie. All of these movies are crazy movies. If you get time, check them out. It will just open up your brain. Do not judge कि समझा नहीं समझा, समझेगा, but पहले आपको इसके अंदर घुसना पड़ेगा. Okay. So the central idea over here is time, which Ritesh identified. Thank you for that. Similarly, let's look at an Indian, you can say, counterpart, Sanjay Leela Bhansali. What is the common factor in all of his movies? I have put 3 movies out here, and these 3 movies, what is the common factor here? Attachment. Okay, yeah, that is also true. Attachment is one common idea. Perfect. What else? Attachment, love, which is correct, guys. One more thing. If you see, all of these movies are not in the present day. They are period films. They come into a genre called period films. Okay. So he talks about, you can say, not the current India, but past ka stories is where he's fascinated, and he explores love, which is, you can say, very right, which you guys have mentioned. So this is what the common factor here in all his movies is. And that's it. So idea agar aap dekho, now why I'm getting this one thing out in the front is आइडिया अपन सब बोल रहे हैं प्यार की कहानी है, पीरियोडिक फिल्म है, या वो टाइम की कहानी है, बट एग्जीक्यूशन में सब कुछ बदल गया. स्टोरी के हिसाब से सब बदल गया. Okay. Now this is how central. So idea is the foundation. It can run through your different pieces of work. आप भी जब काम करोगे, I hope you guys are not just going to create one piece of content or one create one thing and then just let it be. But what you will see over a period of time in your work also, there will be the central idea which connects it. Okay, so this is where it is important. So if you are a person who is into business and in your business you are into, let's say example, you are into wellness, and under wellness you are about holistic living. So in all your work, which is to do with social media, which is to do with maybe brochures, which is to do with maybe presentations, or when you even give a webinar, you should continuously be having this central idea of holistic wellness. Everything, everywhere you go, this particular foundation should be there. वो automatically आएगा. Start में आपको थोड़ा उसके ऊपर काम करना पड़ेगा. Okay, but let's go further and see. I just wanted to install or incept this idea in your minds कि your body of work will represent what is the idea behind your work. Okay, so one of the first questions which I have, or which all of us should be thinking about, is how can I think? Now why am I saying this? We have all gone to this, we have all gone to school, we have all learned a certain form of education, but sadly in the Indian education, thinking को इतना, you can say, मायना नहीं मिल रहा है. Okay, and thinking को मायना नहीं मिल रहा है का मतलब क्या है? See, our exams are about रट्टोफिकेशन. हमने रट्टा मारा था एग्जाम के टाइम पे. Okay, we rarely understood the whole concept. Like, I'll give you a personal experience. Few months back, I discovered that plants, okay, plants eat the same food that we eat. Okay, and it was a mind-blowing moment for me. So why it was a mind-blowing moment? Because what I understood is the process of photosynthesis, and photosynthesis के बाद जो चीज बनता है वो है ग्लूकोज. एंड ग्लूकोज जो बनता है वो प्लांट को चाहिए हेल्दी रहने के लिए. सो मैंने ही सोचा, यार ये भी ग्लूकोज खा रहा है, अपन भी ग्लूकोज खाते हैं, अपना बॉडी भी ब्रेक डाउन वही करता है. सो इट्स क्रेजी. नाउ फोटोसिंथेसिस मुझे साइंस में मैंने सीखा हुआ था, मैंने रट्टा मारा था, बट आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड इट. नाउ व्हेन आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड इट, आई कुड नॉट कनेक्ट कि ओके, द plants are eating glucose, I am eating glucose, and no one says it so simply, right? We were just told that photosynthesis is a process wherein the plant captures sunlight, and through sunlight it processes and it nourishes itself, something on those lines. अब ये nourishes itself means कैसे, उसका output क्या होता है? So this is one of the main things where I feel our culture has set us up against thinking. Okay, now when I say thinking, we are also constrained to thinking in a certain way, and that might be because of our family. Okay, that might be because of the social circle we have, that might be because we are not reading as much. Reading is one of the first things which will open up your brain. Okay, and reading not newspapers but books, it will open up your brain and you will learn to think, you will start thinking about things differently. Even movies can do that, बट मूवीज में क्या होता है, आपको सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा मूवीज जो आपको सोचने पे मजबूर कर दे. Okay, and you have to go beyond the gloss. Like a movie like Matrix, one of my favorite movies, it's a crazy movie which can force you to think a lot of things. But how many of us actually do? How many of us actually try to understand कि अरे यार Matrix में ऐसा क्यों हुआ? And when you ask questions is when you start, you have already started thinking. Because एक doubt जो होता है, that is the first case or trace of you thinking. Doubt कब आता है? जब कुछ समझा नहीं और अपन ने सोचा अरे यार ये क्या, ये कैसे हो गया. So that's why asking the dumbest questions in this world is the greatest, you can say, power that you can have. You need to be brave enough to ask the dumbest questions. Because जब आप ऐसा करोगे, that time you will understand a lot of things are not how they are or how you thought they were. Okay, so asking is one of the first things. Like doubt आया, पूछो. ये जब करोगे, डाउट आने का मतलब है कि आप आपका दिमाग सोचना चाह रहा है. Okay, so respond to that feeling. Now there's a second part to this, which I say, do not try thinking. Why do I say this is because we, when I say think, you will start thinking and you will not understand कि is this thinking right or wrong. तो आप कुछ भी सोचोगे. Sometimes it's like when people do not listen to respond but actually listen to react. So listening to response is okay. Listening to respond is okay, it's good. But listening to react is, it's just arguments जो assembly में होता है, which happens in the politics of a nation, or else this is what this guy Arnab does, right? He does not listen, he listens to react. उसने एक कीवर्ड पकड़ लिया और वो कीवर्ड के ऊपर ना ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा, तो वो नहीं करना है. That's why I would say, okay, let's not even think, right? Now the first thing which I want you guys to understand is, सोचना है नहीं सोचना है वो सब ठीक है. पहला चीज हमेशा आपको पूछना चाहिए क्यों, why. Okay, it is normally said, if you ask the question why 4 to 5 times, you will reach to the right answer. Okay, if you ask the question why 4 to 5 times, you will reach to the right answer. Let's try this theory. Okay, anyone who wants to volunteer, because I'm going to be asking you the question why 4 to 5 times. Anyone who wants to volunteer, let's talk and let's get to understand few things. Whoever talks will get more clarity for sure, I can promise that. Please raise your hand if anyone is there who would be open to discuss. Neeraj, awesome. One second, Neeraj. Yeah, Neeraj, you can talk, you can unmute yourself.
थैंक यू.
Hey Neeraj, how are you?
फाइन फाइन. मैं अभी ज्वाइन किया हूँ तो मैं
Okay,
आपका वाय सुन रहा था तो इंटरेस्टिंग लगा तो मैं बोला ट्राई करता हूँ.
बिंदास 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 बिंदास, सही है. नीरज आप.
Basically work from home. I'm basically a founder of an IT company. So
Nice. Okay, and Neeraj, what exactly does your company do?
it develops IT related products using AI.
Okay, awesome. Now tell me one thing. Why are you doing this?
Because I see the future.
Okay, okay, let's write that because I see the future. Okay. Can you tell me, like, why do you want to see the future?
Because I want to be associated with a company which will be beneficial for me in the future,
Okay.
self-sustaining.
Okay. So you want to create a self-sustaining company. Now, uh, why self-sustaining? Like, why exactly did you come up with this idea of self-sustaining company, which helps you?
Because in today's pandemic life, many businesses have have lost their place. So
Right.
I wanted to do something which everybody requires.
Okay. So can I just iterate it in a simpler way? Like the current situation
Yeah.
is kind of has shown us a peek into the future,
Yeah.
And obviously we would not want to repeat this kind of volatility, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell me why exactly IT and AI fascinates you?
Because we are moving towards the fourth industrial revolution, and technology is going to be is going to be play a very important factor. And AI is the latest trend in the market and is going to remain there for a long time. And if you have a combination of both, I think that's the perfect business to be in.
Okay, so it's a trend and it also is futuristic. So it gives you leverage against other companies who are not kind of upscaling themselves or upskilling themselves with AI, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So now see this. What is happening is when I asked Neeraj, what does he do? He just told me, I am into an IT company. Then I asked him, ki, exactly kya? So he spoke about AI. I asked him why AI. He told me because he sees the future, which was again very random at that point. But when I asked him, he used the word self-sustaining. So I was like, ये self-sustaining company का क्या thought है? And that's where he gave us an insight कि right now during the pandemic, like last year, 2020, 2021, right now what we are facing, businesses have lost meaning. Technology has moved faster than any other industry right now. All your tech companies have scaled up crazily during this time, but physical companies are losing meaning. Physical businesses are losing meaning. So obviously he wants to safeguard himself. He also wants to provide value to customers. So he has identified the trend of AI and he is now leveraging this for the future. Is that right, Neeraj?
Perfect.
Awesome. So, guys, this is the power of why. Now, I can do this exercise. I know Neeraj ke saath, I can do this exercise maybe more 5-6 times. And where मुझे अभी क्या चीज करना है, नीरज ने जो बोला है वो बोला है कि ये बिजनेस मैंने इसलिए चूज किया है, मेरे लिए चूज किया। बट अगर मैं उनको सिर्फ एक थॉट प्रोसेस दूंगा, ओके, लेट्स ट्राई दिस वन टाइम मोर। नीरज, you spoke about the business for you. Now we all know one part कि खुद के लिए करना चीजें which is good, but what about the customer, because we are living in a customer centric world, right? So
Yes.
how will your business actually help the customer, because in your pitch, more than you, the customer is important.
Yeah.
So how do you tackle that question?
Okay. In my business, customer will also be a part of, if like he would also start earning. Uh,
Okay, because of what you are doing, right?
yes.
Awesome. So he has got something. He has got a business model, which is interesting, wherein he's not just building it for himself, but he's also building it for the customer. So his customer will also start earning through his business model, which is crazy. And that is the kind of businesses we are seeing every day in, day out. And we want to associate, like, who would not like to be a customer and earn money, right? So thanks a lot, Neeraj, for this. I wish you all the best for your business.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So, guys, this is how, if you see, by just asking a few questions and mainly why. Why is the secret weapon which you have with you? If you cannot think, just keep on asking why, maybe 5 times, 10 times, कितने भी टाइम, आपको हमेशा अलग अलग आंसर्स मिलते जाएंगे और एंड में जब आप देखोगे सारे डॉट्स कनेक्ट करोगे। Steve Jobs said this one thing very interesting in his one of his speeches. He said कि आप जब पीछे मुड़ के देखोगे, you will be able to connect all the dots and your life will have a different meaning altogether. So this is the way in which, like right now with the why, you are asking yourself, you're painting yourself in a corner wherein you start writing XYZ things. And when you look at all your answers, you will get something to do with whatever you're trying to. Maybe it's your business, maybe it's your personal life. Even in your personal life, you can apply this and you will get your answer. Okay. So moving forward, so that's the power of why, and keep on asking why, which we said. The next few questions which are there, what, like I also asked him how. Now how मैंने क्यों पूछा, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपना पिच दिया अपने बिजनेस के बारे में. A business is nothing without a customer or a client or a user. So that's why I just wanted to seed in that idea and get answers, because he must have already thought about it, but मुझे नहीं पता. तो मैंने उनको पूछा, भाई ये कैसे करने वाले हो? And then he gave me the right answer over there. So everyone has learned this 4WH questions. This is what 4 W's and an H. ये स्कूल में सिखाया गया था. So if you think of this, I'll just write it over here. This is basically 4W, okay, plus H. What, why, who, where, and how. Ye questions mean everything. Now, let me show you something very interesting, because I know we are in the digital world. How can we make our life simpler, right? So if you search for questions people ask, okay, there is a site which comes up, answerthepublic.com. Click on that site. Can any of you guys give me something you want to search over here? Like just 1 or 2 words. Like यहाँ पे chocolate का example दिया. क्या search करें? What do you want to know? What are the questions people are asking in the world of internet? And you can also put in your country. So India में लोग क्या पूछ रहे हैं किसी चीज के बारे में? So oxygen cylinder plant. Okay. Oxygen. I would just put in oxygen cylinders. या फिर प्लांट भी डाल देते हैं. Vikrant says this. Let's search. Give it some time. It's doing its magic. So this is which, why, who, will, when, what, where. ये सारी चीजें. People are asking about oxygen cylinders. People are even asking about, can oxygen cylinder plant India? Now, some of this does not make sense, because I think this particular word is kind of crazy. 1 second, let's just try this. Oh crap. Okay, so basically I did one more search earlier, but what you could do is you could actually search online, okay, like this, and get more answers to your questions. Let's just try one more thing. Try this works. Let's say I want to talk about content writing. India search. Okay, I have actually exhausted this, so that's why this is happening. But not a problem. अगर ऐसा भी होता है, you could just come here, and if you write content writing, okay. First of all, जो ये Google suggest कर रहा है, this is also you can say things which people are searching for, which is also essential. But when you just search over here, content writing, you get this section. People also ask, what does a content writer do? How do I start writing content? Is content writing easy? If you open this up, more questions load up. Okay, so the moment you open, आपको और questions मिल जाएंगे. तो अभी ये जो ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर प्लांट का भी था, if we just see now what are oxygen cylinders, blah blah blah, आपको ये मिलते जाएगा. So what it does is, when Google is telling ki what are oxygen cylinders and all those things, these are questions which people are searching for. And Google search engine or any search engine actually works on this concept, which is WH questions. So what it does is what and उसके आगे जितने भी आपका subject रहेगा, okay. So your subject might be, let's say, AI. Let's say what AI does. What does AI mean? वो अपने आप देते रहेगा. Now, I would say do it programmatically, that is, do it through something like this, answer the public. You could also do is one more idea is if you want to search for what exactly are the things which are interesting around you, or what are the topics which are exploding around you, you could check exploding topics. Okay, this is also a site which talks about the latest trends. So आज की डेट में these are few things which are actually going up over here. Now what we do is you just search over here. So I would search for AI. Okay. One second. Artificial intelligence. The search, hit that search, and you get to see कि over a period of time ये कहाँ से कहाँ बढ़ा है. And if you see 15 साल से अभी तक, okay, 15 years back also it was something which people were searching for. Maybe we didn't know it, but somewhere around 2012 there was this crazy peak which has come in over here, which we can see April 1st May. And today AI, March 1st May, it was one of the most searched terms. But when you come down, you will get to see a lot more things which are related, which are actually gaining traction. AI is a broad term, but AI ke andar, what are the things which are exploding? And look at this explosion. The growth has been 4,100%. Unbabble, this is a company which is providing translation. उसका growth इतना हुआ है in terms of search. Augmented intelligence, this is the thing. So what this helps us to do is this tells you what are people searching for. And why this is important, because if what people are searching for, you can talk about these things. If you can capture the trend early on, you can actually talk about it in a lot more detailed manner. But try out that tool which was answerthepublic.com, and try it out for your particular keyword. Okay, and that will surely give you a lot more interesting details. Now, the whole part over here is we need to keep on capturing all this data. That is, can you guys give me one topic which we all can search for and write it down? Cryptocurrency. Anything else?
COVID.
कोविड की बातें नहीं करते यार, बहुत
Okay,
ज्यादा
okay.
ऑलरेडी चल रहा है. Sustainability, it's too broad. Career is too broad. Guys, when we think of topics, we should start thinking about niche topics, like which help you also to kind of concentrate. See, one thing is, if you think about, okay, this is again an interesting idea which I want to just share. Okay, just I want to illustrate something. Imagine this is a topic. Okay, imagine this is a topic. Now what topic is this? Let's say this is the topic of food. Food, I think, is a very generic topic जो सबको समझ में आएगा, इसे मैं food बोल रहा हूँ. अगर ये फूड का टॉपिक है और एक आप एक फूड ब्लॉगर हो, या फिर आप एक फूडी हो जो अपना करियर बनाना चाहता है थ्रू फूड रिव्यूज, पुटिंग अप स्टोरीज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम and giving reviews on maybe Zomato, Swiggy, and also give a video review on YouTube or something. Okay. Now, Where would you start is the question. अगर आप एक फूडी हो और ये पूरा डोमेन फूड है तो आप कहाँ से शुरू करोगे? What are the food items which you will start tasting? What are the food items which you will start writing about?
Chinese.
Okay, only Chinese?
You have to divide it into niche.
Okay. So like how would you go about it? Chinese की बात करोगे, let's say, and then what happens?
So the Chinese, which are the restaurants which are specializing in Chinese dishes, and a review about that.
Okay, awesome. I really like that idea. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? What नीरज is saying is कि भाई मैं चाइनीज के बारे में बात करूंगा सिर्फ in this entire food का bracket, which is a huge space. What Neeraj is saying is, I will just illustrate that so it's simple. Neeraj wants to talk about this small little white dot. आ जाओ यार. Guys, come on. सब लोग सो गए क्या? नीरज ने बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज कहा कि भाई मुझे अगर खाने की बात करनी है तो मैं सिर्फ चाइनीज की बात करूंगा. How many of you guys agree? If you agree with Neeraj, put in one in the chat. If you don't agree with Neeraj, put in two in the chat. नीरज ने खुद के लिए वोट किया. Nice. Guys, come on. Okay, mixed votes. That's also a nice idea, Manda. So, guys, so few of the people are saying Chinese is the right answer, or going niche is the right answer. कि एक कोई particular चीज है, उसके बारे में बात करूंगा, and उसके बाद जो है, I will go on to other things. Now, Neeraj, one question I have कि Chinese के बारे में आप कितने देर तक बात करोगे? कितने दिन तक, महीनों तक, कितने hotels?
If that is my sub niche, then yeah, I will concentrate on that. Maybe name Chinese restaurants around town, and what else? Uh, so you would research more on Chinese.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, thank you for that. So, what I really like this idea. Now, let me give you my perspective. Actually, what Neeraj is saying makes a whole lot of sense. One of the first things जो आपको करना चाहिए is आपको एक direction पकड़ना चाहिए. एक direction is basically not a broad category. फूड के बारे में आप बात करोगे वो तो बहुत सही है, सब लोग हर कोई बात करेगा, बट आपको लोग जानने चाहिए. आपको लोग जानेंगे कैसे? जब आप एक स्पेसिफिक चीज के बारे में बात करोगे. ओके, सो एग्जाम्पल इस बारे में मैं देता हूँ. what happened first in terms of, if you see someone like Miss Malini, okay, Miss Malini started off as a lifestyle blog, and they started talking about everything and anything. They started talking about wellness, they started talking about makeup, they started talking about health, fitness, movies, everything, popular culture, सारी चीजों के बारे में बात करते थे. But one of the main things which they over a period discovered is their voice is getting heard by a certain segment of people who are liking their Bollywood movies के बारे में segments. So they went more focused on that. Other things are happening, popular culture is also happening, but सबसे ज़्यादा जो traffic उनके लिए लेके आता है, they discovered, I guess, is कि when I will do actually, I will maybe talk to stars about their movies and upcoming movies and all those things, people want that information. Now, when people get attracted to the, you can say, channel, so let's say Neeraj does Chinese for close to 6 to 8 months. जितने भी मुंबई के चाइनीज रेस्टोरेंट्स है वो सारे उसने कवर कर दिए. मुंबई के आसपास के इलाके में भी नवी मुंबई, पूना, थाना बात करता है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज इनका एक नाम हो जाता है चाइनीज फूड सेगमेंट में. And when people in Bombay who want to start their restaurants or something, they know नीरज कि नीरज यार ये बंदा अगर मेरा रिव्यू कर देगा ना तो लोग इसको मानते हैं, तो इस वजह से इसका रिव्यू बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है मेरे लिए. So he builds his name like that. And slowly from there, what he does is he starts even looking at maybe continental cuisine. I don't know. And he starts writing on that. And slowly वो भी build होता है. But ये build कभी नहीं होगा अगर आप बोलोगे कि मैं food के ऊपर concentrate करूंगा. Because, and this is what the number one mistake everyone does in terms of digital marketing or marketing in general. The number one mistake is we always think everyone is our customer. When you say everyone is your customer, that means you are actually saying no one is your customer. You know? So think about it like this. McDonald's, okay? McDonald's makes food or fast food burgers for everyone, right? बट मैकडोनल्ड्स का जो एड आता है या मैकडोनल्ड्स का जो प्रमोशन आता है, दैट इज टारगेटेड मेनली टूवर्ड्स द यंगस्टर्स, दैट इज टारगेटेड मेनली टूवर्ड्स द कॉलेज गोइंग, स्कूल गोइंग किड्स, यू नो, हैप्पी मील्स, दीज आर ऑल. एंड उसका एक सब सेगमेंट क्या है, अगर एक बच्चे को अट्रैक्ट करना है तो बच्चे को आप नहीं बुला सकते हो, आप बच्चों को मार्केट नहीं कर सकते हो ऑनलाइन. So you need to talk to their parents. So you will run ads for the parents, okay, to get their kids. And this is how it works. और बच्चों के कम्युनिटी में अगर ये फैल गया बात, तो पेरेंट्स तक पहुंच ही जाएगा, और पेरेंट्स तक पहुंच गया तो पेरेंट्स जो एड देखेगा, they will know, okay, this is what my kid is talking about. And that's how that particular marketing happens. Another example for this, which you should never forget, is dog food. Dog food is, it's said कि dog food tasty है. ये dog food आपके डॉगी के लिए सबसे टेस्टी चीज है. Has any dog owner tasted dog food? They might have, but think of it. क्या, if you have a dog, are you going to taste and say, okay, ये tasty है? You're just believing it. So the customer is actually the dog owner and not the dog. And this is the difference between a buyer persona and a user persona. Okay, a buyer persona is basically who has the authority to buy, who is the decision maker. Okay, and the user persona is one who eats it. So this is what we need to understand, how exactly we need to look at when we say everyone is our customer or a particular segment is your customer. Okay, so why I'm saying this, because when you think, when you are going to answer the public.com, don't put a very generic word like अभी जैसे actually oxygen cylinder plant डाला, उसका relevance इतना था नहीं अपने लिए, because it's a new issue which has come in and which has not given that much data right now. Okay, so this is my pointer. Search for things which are going to be useful for you. And when you search for niche, so let's say Chinese food, okay, and one of the first things which I would say is Chinese food near me. Google पे search करो. So if I was a foodie, then I would have done this. And Curly Tails, I know, is a food blog. I would go there, the 36 best Chinese restaurants. So मैं यहाँ पे देखूंगा कि ये चाइनीज रेस्टोरेंट्स कौन से हैं, तो मेरा लिस्ट आ गया कि भाई ये सब चीजें मैं ट्राई आउट कर सकता हूँ. Okay, so I know already I have got all these things, but what is the questions, what should you never order from a Chinese restaurant, ये question लोग पूछ रहे हैं. Okay, so what I will do is I will put in these topics ki what should you never order from a Chinese restaurant. और मैं ये चीज करते जाऊंगा बिकॉज आई नो इसके अराउंड मेरा कंटेंट मुझे बनाना है बिकॉज इफ आई पीपल आर आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन and if I answer it in my genuine way, people will respond to it. Okay, always make content based on questions which people are asking. Okay, why is all Chinese food closed? How bad is Chinese? ये एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन सबके दिमाग में है. Chinese for the longest time in my childhood, my mom was like कि Jeet, you will not eat this, and I did not eat it. Now if she hears me कि I have eaten Chinese food, she is going to kill me. But okay, I'm risking it right now for you guys. But that's where I am, right? But बचपन में, I'm telling you, I had not even tasted Maggi noodles. Imagine. And right now also, I'm not a big fan. But yeah, that's what it is. So collect all these questions. Okay, why you need to collect questions? Because you would want to answer them. And why would you want to answer them, or how would you answer them? You would answer them through your content. Content जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ, you need to figure out कि where do you think एक foodie का channel क्या होगा? Like foodie कहाँ पे post करना चाहिए? According to you guys, where should a foodie, a food blogger, start putting out their content? Where would you put it? Please answer in the chat. If you are a food blogger, where would you write about food? Vikrant says Zomato, which is correct. Where else? Where can you put your content? On Zomato, you can just review content and you might review all the places you go for Vikrant. But अगर मुझे ये आंसर करना है कि what is the hottest Chinese dish? Devyani says Instagram. Perfect. Instagram is the number one, you can say, place where you could do this in the cheapest way. YouTube is also right, but YouTube करने के लिए you will have to put in little more time and effort. Okay, you will have to actually shoot the video, edit the video, all those things. Start करना है फटाफट. इंस्टा पे फोटो खींच सकते हैं, डाल सकते हैं. कैनवा पे कुछ एक टेम्पलेट ले लिया, उसका इमेज बना दिया और वो भी डाल सकते हो. सो and what will you put? These are the ideas you need to make content on. Where जो है ना, बहुत सिंपल और मस्त चीज है. मुंबई के जितने लोकेशंस है, इमेजिन वेयर में मैंने डाल दिया, ए से पकड़ देता हूँ अंधेरी, ओके, बी से बैंड्रा. These are the hot spots. Then Borivali. Then let's say Chembur. I will put in let's say CST, Kolaba, Worli, Ghatkopar. And Ghatkopar में veg joints अगर मैं बताऊं, so that will be the best part of it. Then similarly, I could think of Dahisar, I could think of Vashi, I could think of. So I'm just putting in where के लिए अंधेरी में कहाँ से order करूँ, बैंड्रा में कहाँ से order करूँ, बोरीवली में कहाँ से order करूँ. Okay, you could also think about what discount offers are running right now on Chinese food. So इस तरीके से आपका कंटेंट का ये आपने क्या किया, अभी आइडियाज जो थे वो सारे कैप्चर कर लिए. अभी कैप्चर करने के बाद आप इस पे काम कर सकते हो. व्हाट वी नॉर्मली डू इज, अपन हमेशा खुद को बोलते हैं कि दिस इज समथिंग लाइक इफ आई गेट एन आइडिया आई विल थिंक ऑफ इट. ओके, आई विल थिंक ऑफ इट एंड आई विल रिमेंबर इट. बट वो होता नहीं है. Okay, Neeraj has asked a question. You gave an example of Miss Malini. What if traffic came up maximum for Bollywood gossip? However, the blogger does not have a passion for what? Should he or she continue?
The blogger does not have a passion for Bollywood gossip. Then should the blogger also have interest in that apart from the traffic? That's my question.
So see, the first part is if you're doing it for the traffic part of it, then forget it. Okay, because traffic जो है, again it is this part कि everyone is our customer. Traffic में अपना customer कौन है अपने को नहीं पता वो टाइम पे तो. Where can I find my customer? So if you are not interested in Bollywood gossip, by writing about Bollywood gossip, you will not get the right audience only. So I would not even think of that. I would think of my passion, and I would think of what do I like to communicate on. Because to be honest, ये effortless कब होगा जब आप अपने passion के लिए करोगे. Like I'll give you my personal example. I started doing this webinar series not because of anything else, but it happened because of a mess up internally. I had someone else to do this webinar series for like one of my team members. He was supposed to do it. He did it once and he did it the second time and he was not confident. तो मैंने बोला अरे यार क्या है इसमें, let's do it. And when I did it, I enjoyed it. So I kept on going. Now it does not matter to me कि कौन से topics के बारे में करूँ. So if you look at all the topics, I covered a lot of topics, and now I have come specifically to content because that is I understood that is my, you can say, superpower. So I can help you guys create content. So उस तरीके से I came to that conclusion. So that's how I would say, do not go for traffic and all these things. Those are vanity metrics. Think about, first of all, आप ये चीज में अगर 3 घंटे हर दिन डाल सकते हो, उतना आपके पास जोश है क्या? Okay, and automatically people will come up if you do the things which I am talking about. If you keep on capturing ideas, if you keep on publishing, log आएंगे. Okay, so what what we did over here is we searched like crazy. Right now this was not as crazy as I would search, but this is what it was. I will show you how to search like crazy, or how I would search for things. Okay, direct, indirect, cross, unconnected. Now, what do I mean by direct? Direct search is nothing else but a Google search. Okay. Indirect search is something which is like Google पे search नहीं करेंगे. I would go to maybe Pinterest. Okay. Second. Now, Pinterest is amazing in a lot of ways. Let's see if I get inside. Yes, I got inside. Okay. Pinterest is amazing in a lot of ways. Okay, because you will get a lot of indirect ideas. Now, when I say indirect ideas, let us search for, you can say, Chinese food कर रहे हैं तो Chinese food के ऊपर ही जाते हैं, Chinese food. So Chinese food search किया. Now here we have got things like recipes. यहाँ पे किसी ने फ्राइड राइस के बारे में बोला. Now I start thinking over here, the best, यहाँ पे लिखा है the best fried rice you will ever make. So I start thinking, dude, this is the COVID time which is on. People would not want to, like, people are even contemplating whether food ordering is safe or not. So can I share content which is about creating or making Chinese food? And that's where I come up with this, which is a cross indirect idea, recipes for a bachelor, let's say, example, and easy Chinese food to cook at home. मुझे ये चीज यहाँ से एक आइडिया है. How can I write about this? I like this headline. So ये हेडलाइन भी मैं यहाँ पे रख देता हूँ कि भाई क्या हो गया. Let me just write it. The best fried rice you will ever make. Okay. Now, because of this, what I get is I get to understand a lot more things. Now, how this works, if I scroll down, first of all, Pinterest mein, this is a link to a blog. So if you open up the blog, you will get the recipe for this thing. And it's a small recipe if you can see. So this is perfect for me. So मैं ये link भी पकड़ लेता हूँ and I'll just copy this. पहले वही किया था. For some reason I thought it was a bad idea. क्या yeah. So I have put in the link, and based on this, I have already got one of the easy recipes to create fried rice. Next, I will keep on looking for a few interesting things. Fried rice recipes which are healthy. Again, COVID के time पे घर पे बैठे हैं लोग and they want to stay at home and all those things. So that's where the healthy part comes in. Now this particular video is showing how they are creating this in 1 minute. If you see this. सो ये भी एक आइडिया है कि मैं ऐसा अभी आई हैव बिकम लिटिल एडवेंचरस. मैं सोचता हूँ मैं घर पे बैठा हूँ, मेरे पास टाइम है, मैं भी ऐसा एक वीडियो बनाना चाहता हूँ. सो यहाँ पे इंग्रेडिएंट्स भी है, सब कुछ है. नाउ आई वांट टू सेव दिस वीडियो आल्सो. इफ यू सी, आई कैन नॉट जस्ट सेव इट डायरेक्टली. सो देयर इज अ वे टू डाउनलोड Pinterest videos. So Pinterest video downloader. So ये सर्च करो, you will get this guy, Pinterest video downloader.com. You come here, ये जो पिन है इसका URL ले लो and paste it, download. Now what we are doing is we are capturing ideas. So ये एक idea था जो which is in the format of video. So I want that. So now here, download video file. It will play. You can right click, you can say download video, and your video is downloaded. There your video is. Okay, so what you are now getting onto is you are getting onto check downloaded video for reference. मुझे 1 मिनट वीडियोस बनाने हैं और ये 1 मिनट का वीडियो है और ये 1 मिनट का वीडियो सिंपल. 1 मिनट वीडियो क्यों बनाना है? बिकॉज अगर मैं इंस्टाग्राम यूज कर रहा हूँ, अगर मैंने 1 मिनट का वीडियो डाला, आई कैन पुट इट एज माई पोस्ट ऑन माई फीड. If I put in a video bigger than 1 minute, it will go as a IGTV video, and I don't want a IGTV video at this point. Okay. Now there are a lot of interesting things. अभी ये सारी चीज देख के one of the things which comes to my mind is, you know, कि what I can do is I can say what are some of the beautiful Chinese dishes. Okay. Now why I made that topic? If you see this is freaking in a pineapple के अंदर वो rice डाल दिया. It's looking crazy. Okay. Some other things which I am seeing here is, let's say, this part, which is also a good format of information. So what I could do is I could just come here, snapshot this guy कि ऐसे images बना. So मैंने वो image भी ले लिया. Okay, I have clicked it. I can come here. I can say insert. I can say insert image in cell. I can say upload. मैंने already एक screenshot ले लिया है उसका, and it's getting uploaded. So this is basically जो बचपन में we used to do one thing. If you think, अच्छा वो cell के अंदर आ गया बेचारा. एक second, funny. Insert image over cells. Okay. So बचपन में what we used to do is we used to collect few things. Okay, we used to collect stamps, we used to collect coins. So this is the same way in which we need to collect content. We need to collect ideas. So मैंने ये आइडिया मुझे चाहिए था, मुझे अच्छा लगा, तो मैंने वो एक कलेक्ट कर लिया. So create a basically a bank of ideas which you can come up to. Now if you imagine, अगर आपको content बनाना है, you already have this much content which you can create. This is already more than I can see maybe 20 plus pieces of content. एक महीने में अगर आपको ये पोस्ट करोगे, आपको इससे रिजल्ट आएगा ही. People will start following you for interesting stuff. So this is how you capture ideas directly, indirectly. Cross भी इस तरीके से, like I was searching for WH questions, but I got a video. I collected that video. I got an image idea. I collected that. Unconnected. Now this is a crazy thing. ये थोड़ा complicated चीज होता है, and this will come with experience. Unconnected ideas are basically what? Say for example, sometimes for a particular situation, अगर मुझे समझाना होगा कोई चीज, I might not give you a marketing example. I might just give you a crazy some other example. Okay, I like to explain teamwork. I will talk to you about maybe cricket. Okay, to explain teamwork, I might tell you about ants working. To explain Chinese food, I would tell you about ki maybe it is like Mughlai food, or it is like, you can say, it's so fried rice is like a pulao, but it is different in terms of flavors which are more Asian. Okay. Now this is still connected to food, but or disconnected ideas रहेंगे, so I would say something like food, Chinese food is like, or food is like content. Okay. And recipe is nothing else but a content strategy. So आपका जो रेसिपी है और जो कंटेंट स्ट्रेटजी है वो सेम चीज है. Okay, and in your recipe all your ingredients which are there are basically different parts of that strategy. So now what I am doing is I am connecting marketing with food. So this is how we come up with these ideas. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, when you want to explain something, and why we do this, or why I would recommend or exploring this territory is, at this moment, let's say there is a particular trend which is happening. So one of the trends, people were making those raps. एक रैप का ट्रेंड बीच में चालू हुआ था, which was रैप ट्रेंड. अगर मैं सर्च करता हूँ, ये आपको दिख जाएगा, which was this. ये याद है फूड हैक कि what you do is एक स्लिट मार दो यहाँ पे, and you put in cheese, mushroom and tomato sauce, and just इसको fold कर दो, and you would get the, you can just bake it and eat it. Okay, अभी ये सेम चीज we can do it with the paratha. ये सेम चीज आप एक पराठा लेके चाइनीज इंग्रेडिएंट्स डाल के भी कर सकते हो. So it becomes a Chinese wrap. So this is what the power of disconnected or unconnected ideas can be. You mix and match two different things which don't come in that universe, but still they make sense. Like imagine if there was, one second, imagine if there was the movie Avengers Endgame releasing. Okay, and Endgame जब रिलीज हो रहा है तभी आपको कुछ पोस्ट करना है which will bring attention to your idea. So what you would say is, this fried rice is your ultimate companion while watching Endgame. Okay, find and make it interesting. Like find out why you need to eat this rice while watching Avengers. Now, this sounds completely hilarious. Like this sounds completely crazy. But यही चीज है कि it sounds so crazy that people will actually see it. It's like one of those things like while watching cricket, few people have this superstition कि अगर किसी जगह पे आप बैठे हो आप वहां से हिलना मत, अगर आप हिलोगे तो विकेट गिर जाएगा या फिर सामने वाला जीत जाएगा और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो वैसे ही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि एकदम डिसकनेक्टेड आइडियाज को कनेक्ट करना वो एक आर्ट है अपने आप में. ओके, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड आस्क यू गाइस कि ट्राई डूइंग इट. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी बट कर सकते हो. द one of the other things which I want to say is competition क्या कर रहा है. आपके competitors वो लोग ऑलरेडी मार्केटिंग जब सोच रहे हो मार्केटिंग करने का वो लोग ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं. वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं वो देखो, उससे आपको सीखने मिलेगा. what are they trying to and reverse engineer करो ये चीज. reverse engineer क्या करोगे अगर कोई बंदा is talking about let's say AI के बारे में क्योंकि बात कर रहे थे तो let's talk about AI for a second. If someone as a competitor is talking about AI and explaining features of AI and all those things, it is maybe because they are thinking when they explain the features of AI, their audience will look at it, okay, or Google will rank it higher because it's a useful piece of content. So go into that article and उनके structure को पूरा notice करो कि किस तरीके से ये लिखा है. Like this, I would do it in this way. Artificial intelligence. Okay, मैं ये search करता हूँ. One second. If I search for artificial intelligence and I am already seeing कि it's like ये अपग्रेड का कोई एक कोर्स है, ये एक दूसरा कुछ चल रहा है. But this part, look at this. This is ranking up, ranking very high. So what they are doing is, what is artificial intelligence? ये पहले define कर दिया है. उसके बाद how does it work? How is it used? History of AI and featured articles. Can machine things? Can machines think? And it's a long form article. ये article को compete करना और इसको break करना is going to be very difficult. Break करना means in terms of SEO. Okay, but still we can choose our battles. Benefits and risk of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, what it is and why it matters. Now let's look at this. Okay, again if you see same structure है इसका भी. पहले what, उसके बाद history बता रहा है, how it is used, how it works. So basically they both have read or they both have seen each other. Someone has done some kind of intelligence और फिर ये बनाया है. So now at this moment I would not even think of making all this because मैं ये content बना के भी फायदा नहीं है. Okay, because they are already ranking, and if I do my more search on this, maybe on platforms like Ahrefs या SEM Rush, I will figure out कि these articles are having maybe thousands of backlinks. So I can't compete with that. So I need to figure out कि gap किधर है. अभी gap कहाँ पे होगा? Gap मुझे दिखेगा ये questions जो लोग पूछ रहे हैं, जो सारे bot है. बट यहाँ पे अगर मैं सर्च करता हूँ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इंडिया, लेट्स से, सो इंडिया एआई ये एक आया है. फिर मुझे दिख रहा है एक न्यूज आर्टिकल कोई तो आ गया. सो दैट मीन्स मुझे यहाँ पे देयर इज स्टिल आई हैव सम स्कोप ऑफ ब्रेकिंग दिस बिकॉज गूगल के पास इनफ इंफॉर्मेशन वेबसाइट्स के थ्रू इंडिया के नहीं मिला, तो they have gone to the newspapers and they have put in the newspaper का content क्योंकि गूगल को तो ये fill करना है. Okay, there is the national strategy on artificial intelligence. This is coming up. उसके 2 links आ गए तो देखते हैं क्या है ये. There is hardly anything. Only thing which is there is a lot of information. So this is again giving me a gap जो मैं fill कर सकता हूँ. There is a report, State of Artificial Intelligence in India 2020. ये एक 2021 का रिपोर्ट अगर आप बना सकते हो डिटेल में, you will break it. AI will define India's future. 27 November 2020 का article. So if you see, most of these things are dated and they are coming from news sites. न्यूज साइट्स जो डेटा होता है वो गूगल सर्च पे कब आता है, जब इनके पास इनफ कंटेंट नहीं है फ्रॉम अदर साइट्स. So if someone is intelligent on this subject and they write about it, high chance ki they can come on this front page. But that article needs to be kick-ass and it needs to be centric to India. So I would do my research and understand कि India में अभी मेरा कोई competitor मुझे यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा है. Okay, so that means I have a open space over here. Vikrant, keyword volume and all those things need to be done. As I said, Ahrefs and all these things we might need to go into, but that's another aspect. That's not at the idea stage. At the same time, what I would say is I'm just making an assumption based on Google does not have information from India. The keyword India and artificial intelligence, ये दोनों लिखा नहीं गया है उतने टाइम कि गूगल पे ऊपर रैंक हो. So अभी there is a lot of, if you see there are so many searches, right, there are these many results, but what Google has done is it has started giving you Indian Express, Hindustan Times, all these things. That means yeah, obviously these guys have a lot of backlinks, but if you look at the article, if I just click on this, the article is a small article. Second thing, if you see these guys, the news sites actually block you and do a lot of things. Like right now, मेरा ad blocker भी on है. So in spite of all these things, Google ने उनको rank किया है. And ये 27 November 2020 का article है. Okay, and this particular article does not have this right structure. आपने जो दूसरा वाला article देखा था उसका structure कैसा था? What is AI? How is it used? What is the history of AI? How can it be used in the present time? ये सारी चीजें अच्छा structure था. यहाँ पे कुछ structure ही नहीं है. So that's why I'm saying कि high chances इंडिया में ये अच्छे से article लिखा नहीं गया है. So ये अगर आप अच्छे से लिखोगे, and this is the gap which we want to figure out and we find out. So this is how you look at your competition. Obviously you can look at the competitor's site and so on and so forth. वो सारी चीज देख के आप अपना content idea और ज़्यादा capture कर सकते हो. Are you capturing, which we already did? How many of you guys, or do you guys want to know the fastest way to get ideas? More faster than this. If you guys want to know of faster techniques, please respond in the chat. People are saying yes. Sahi hai. Okay, let me show you a secret. I don't know. कितने लोगों को पता होगा. Not many people know about these things. There is a tool called peppertype.ai. Okay, your virtual content assistant. This is basically using AI for content. Let's sign up for free. मेरा क्योंकि एक दूसरा free account है जो खत्म हो गया. So I will sign up. Okay, I have forgotten my password. What shit? I can't forget it too. Yeah, I can't forget it. क्या हो गया? Yeah. So when you actually just create this, when you create your account, you get this. If you see, the free plan includes 0 of 2000 words. Now, what you can do is you can create all these things. All these things it will help you create. Let's see blog ideas. What we want to create is artificial. Neeraj, can I get your company's name? Okay, otherwise let's just put in artificial intelligence and we'll write a brief description. Will AI help humans or destroy mankind? Okay, some stupid sci-fi stuff. Don't worry about this. AI is the future about a digital revolution. थोड़ा सा आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. Man will help mankind stay safe, healthy, and prosper. Okay, कुछ तो मैंने लिख दिया. And create blog ideas. I just click on this and AI and the future of digital world, a blog that talks about the future of AI and its application in the digital world. A blog featuring the history of AI. So this is giving me content topics. What you need to know, what you need to know before you start using AI in your business. Okay, and how you can use it. Now, this is a good topic. So I will save it. All things AI, a blog around AI, robots, and their impact on our lives. Nice. Robots are taking over the world. How prepared are we? Will AI help humans or destroy mankind? Blah. I don't like it. A blog on the history of AI intelligence. Blog. Yeah. List 8 benefits of AI in your daily life. Okay. So this I like. Benefits are always great. Google's plan to fight climate change with AI. Now, check this out. ये blog topic मैं life में कभी नहीं सोच सकता था. Okay, a blog about Google effort DeepMind, a new intelligence platform, helps businesses reduce carbon emissions. It's not a culture. Crazy shit. Okay, and this is all 100%. You can say uh, copyright free, plagiarism free, so you can bindas use these. Now, what happens when you save these things? Okay, what it does is it shows it here, but the best part is आपने जो save किया है, it understands कि you have saved this because you like these, and when you click on create more blog ideas, वो उसके basis पे generate करेगा. How cool is this, guys? How cool is this? Please respond. Please tell me if this has blown your mind today. Again, it informs you कि किस तरीके से like list दे रहा है ये. Lists are always a great way to talk about things. We as humans understand list. List के ऊपर companies like you can say BuzzFeed, Scoop, Scroll Roll, ये सब companies सिर्फ list बनाते जाती है. List की list of these actors who broke your heart in your childhood. वो हिसाब से. So list बनाना बहुत easy part है content, and list जैसा content बनाना काफी easy होता है, काफी फटाफट हो जाता है. Okay, so save some part of this. I can save. What can AI do for the world? Elon Musk and the quest for AI. A blog around Elon Musk's views on AI. Nice. The rise of automation. This is nice. How natural language processing will change communication. So I like all this. I save it. What I do is I come back home. Now let's say for example मुझे tweets बनाने हैं, caption. I put in, now I will put in something like my product. My product is, this is just, I'm giving you an example. Let's say my product is vegan wear. Okay, vegan clothes basically. Vegan wear products are 100% animal cruelty free, organic, and comfortable, super comfortable, super comfortable. We believe super comfy. They are sustainable for the earth, for our future. Okay. Just say create social media captions. This is social media ke ideas. So if I was a vegan wear brand, get ready for the weekend with the coziest hoodie ever. Life is better when we are warm and cozy. Be kind to earth. Our products are blah blah. ये तो मेरा ही ले लिया. We at Nobu are proud to say something. It is here. The future is now. Be kind to our planet. Nice. We are making cool stuff. We've got your back. All shirts. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single vegan sock. I like this. Create more. This is how you can keep on generating ideas. Okay. We made it our mission to make the most comfortable, sustainable, ethical tea you will ever wear. The perfect day starts with waking up in clothing that is 100% animal cruelty free. Nice. There's nothing but love in the making of our product. So this is how, imagine what AI can help you do. You can make Facebook ads, you can make Google ads, you can make product descriptions, website headlines, everything. Okay, and this is how you get. Now what I would do is, जो भी मैंने ideas वहाँ पे capture किए हैं, मैं वो मेरे sheet पे डाल दूंगा. Okay, which will basically help me. One second. Where am I? Yeah. So this is basically the fastest way to do it. But after doing it, after searching, I would put all of these things here. Let's put Chinese food wahan pe, for example, and let's get some ideas over here also. So I would say social media का मुझे सोचना है. Product name, brand name. So let's say Chin Chin Chu is the brand name. Chinese food takeaway, providing COVID, providing contactless, organic, and safe meals delivered with love. Okay, and I say create social media captions. So I will get Chinese food के बारे में some things. Here, you're looking at the happiest panda delivered with love. So मुझे कुछ product oriented posts डालने हैं which I can put in this manner. So I'll just capture it further at this point. I want to talk about maybe 24/7 we are available. Okay. I want to talk about even this part about how we are delivering. Chinese food film. Nice. So this gives me crazy amount of ideas which will help me in social media. So this is how, if you see right now what we have created, we have got somewhere over all of these ideas. and this is only for the niche of what? Chinese food blogger. So if Neeraj, you want to take this seriously, this is how you can actually start off.
Thanks.
Yeah. So final ending words, guys. Trust me, ideas कुछ नहीं है. ये जो भी किया अपन ने, this is easy. Only thing is we don't do it. We don't look at it. And the more you start practicing this part, right, you will be able to get through this maybe within half an hour, 45 minutes. इसमें उससे ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं डालना चाहिए. और एक बार हो गया, then execution is everything. You need to start executing stuff. अंडरस्टैंड वन पार्ट, आप जिन लोगों का कंटेंट देखते हो, उनसे इंटरेक्ट करते हो, वो क्यों कर पा रहे हो? क्योंकि उन्होंने एग्जीक्यूट किया है, वो लोग ने आपकी तरह से सोच के नहीं रखा है. So this is the only parting thought which I have. If you guys have any questions, please let me know at this moment. What are your questions? Questions, you can put it in the chat and I will go through it. I saw someone left earlier. Sanjeev Mukherjee actually left earlier, but all of these things are going to be updated on our website. So you will get that particular, you can check it out on singularity.in/webinars, where all the webinars till date have been uploaded. Okay. Guys, any questions, anything, please press 1 अगर कोई question दिमाग में आप पूछ नहीं रहे हो, और 2 अगर questions नहीं है अभी.
So, how much time do you expect to get traffic if you're doing these things based on experience?
Traffic for what part? The Chinese thing?
No, like any blog that you do based on the ideas that you have told us, if you're executing that, like how much time is it? If we do this in this way, is the traffic much more faster or based on experience for you?
Okay, so see, one of the first things is key, when you will start executing, what you will realize is there are already lot of data points out there which Google is ranking. Now, Google का जो ranking algorithm है, that is based on not just how good your content is, okay, but it is trust based. Now, trust based का मतलब क्या है? Understand कि in real life also, people would trust someone if you get a referral from someone. Okay, if you directly go to buy something, you will not be that comfortable. But अगर आपके दोस्त ने या किसने बोला है कि अरे यार नीरज यहाँ से खरीद, ये बंदे से खरीदा था, बहुत मस्त प्रोडक्ट दिया था उसने, so that time you'll be more comfortable and you will buy it immediately. तो सेल फटाफट हो गया. Now Google भी यही तरीके से ऑपरेट करता है. How Google ranks trust? Google ranks trust if bigger sites which are big in authority, they like your content. So if they like your content, because they understand, let's say Google understands कि आपका content शायद से अच्छा होगा, but आप नए हो और ने marketing कुछ किया नहीं है, so Google उसके लिए आपको penalize नहीं करेगा, but वो क्या कहता है कि आप दूसरे बड़े sites से आपका authority अगर लेके आते हो. Now, बड़े sites जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ, it's not कि you need to be featured in entrepreneur.com or something, but Google is so intelligent कि if you are writing about Chinese food and if you are present on Zomato, okay, and through Zomato a lot of traffic goes to your blog, then Google will rank you higher, because Zomato is the authority of food. And if Zomato recommends or Zomato say traffic आपके blog में आ रहा है, means foodies are actually coming on your blog. So Google understands this part, and that's how it will give you that leverage. So if you start writing, first thing, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. So if you will write, you cannot expect results fatafat. But if you write for at least 3 to 6 months minimum, you will see a lot more traction. Second part is SEO has changed. Now, when I say SEO has changed, SEO has not changed only for, you can say, SEO has not changed fundamentally, but SEO has changed from the point of view of content has changed. That means अगर आप एक चाइनीज फूड के बारे में बात कर रहे हो and if people interact with your site in a certain way, like maybe you have put a calculator out there which is a Chinese food calculator जो आपको बताता है अगर आप दो लोगों के हो तो दो लोग के लिए कितने इंग्रेडिएंट्स होने चाहिए, अगर आप छह लोग हो तो कितने इंग्रेडिएंट्स। तो आपने अभी क्या किया, on your website you have allowed people to interact a lot more. So if you market this versus a blog, this will rank more higher. ओके, सो कंटेंट जैसे जैसे मैच्योर होते जा रहा है वैसे ही गूगल का इंटेलिजेंस भी मैच्योर होते जा रहा है, एंड इट इज एआई, राइट? सो इट इज ग्रोइंग बाय इटसेल्फ, इट इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मशीन लर्निंग भी आ चुका है, so it understands what exactly to rank, when to rank it. I hope Neeraj that made sense.
Thank you very much.
Yep, yep. So Hetal is asking, can you give an example of content creation on Instagram for the art world? How can I search for such content or captions? So Hetal, what you need to do is you need to do. Okay, I'll show you something. If I come to social media post captions and you're into a coloring book, आप वो डालोगे and you write about the coloring book कि the coloring is basically, yeah, avoid terms like adverbs like basically. Coloring helps one to gain peace, okay, strengthen focus, and develop the right mindset and develop a Zen mindset. Now, this is what I am giving it as a starting piece. Okay. Now, when I do this, I'll just copy this part also. And I say create social media post captions. This will create those captions for you. We are all about the subtle things. Now, ये आप रिवर्स इंजीनियर करो कि वी आर ऑल अबाउट द सटल थिंग्स का इमेज क्या होगा। Okay, coloring is a great way to de-stress and get zen. Now this is not going to be 100% right English, but this is almost there. So instead, if I was you, I would have used this part, we are all about the subtle things, and done something. Then this part, an adult coloring book is a great way to relax, let's color it in. So this gives a very actionable thing. इसके साथ अगर आप एक आपका blank image डाल दोगे of the pattern of the mandala, then it would be great. Coloring helps one to gain peace, strengthen focus, develop a zen mindset. यहाँ पे I can put in an image of someone meditating or something, a silhouette, which is very peaceful. So you will have to match it with an image. That is what you will have to start doing. But this gives you a lot of ideas. Like आपको वो caption सोचने नहीं पड़ेंगे. ये same ही चीज 10 अलग तरीके से बताएगा. Color your stress away. Okay. So this is what. Now imagine अगर आपने एक दिन सोचा कि what coloring book for adults, because it gave that, which was great. Now, what I would do is I would start thinking about key over here. I want to just talk about a theme which is dark to light, yeah, monotones. तो मैं monotones के ऊपर लिखूंगा. Monotones, sorry, help you focus your energies in a minimal but powerful way. Express yourself with no fear of going wrong. There is no right or wrong. Now I am giving very lame sentences, okay? And then I say create social media post captions. So automatically it connects and you don't have to be loud to make an impression. Hashtag monotones. It has given me a coat. I don't wear black to be hip or cool. I wear it because it's slimming. I don't even know this person, but now what I can do is I can just search for her and I can put up her image. Okay. I can see कौन थी ये, and so I can put a black and white image of her, and that's it. No fear of going wrong. There is no right or wrong. Monotones help you focus. ये तो मेरा ही दिया है. Monotones are black and white. Okay. वो सेम ही चीज रिपीट कर रहा है. Now I would say create more social media captions. Be yourself, express yourself, be a monologue. Now, be a monologue does not make sense. A monotone is a single dominant color applied to an entire outfit. Now, here it's taken outfit, but आप उसको अलग तरीके से ले सकते हो कि a monotone is a single dominant color. Okay, ये तरीके से. Now, I could also do blog ideas. Same coloring book for adults. Okay, and I will post, let's say, mandalas, great for focus, energy, concentration, and peace. Coloring helps you work out the neural network of your brains in an untapped way. Now, I am also giving it a lot of different jargon. So when I say create, now these will be blog ideas, but this can also be your longer. So this one, according to one source, artists are 10 times more creative than those who do not color. So you can just say, according to one source, people who color are 10 times more creative than those who do not color. Okay. So get more creative and become more productive through coloring. Now this becomes my longer post. अभी इसके ऊपर आप अपने ideas भी और add कर सकते हैं. Okay. So that's how I would say look at these things. 7 reasons why coloring is fun. It's a topic. You have to give those 7 reasons. So you can talk about that part. Okay. Vikrant, IDA framework. Vikrant, IDA framework is, I think, beneficial everywhere, right? I have not seen, I don't see why we don't want to use it anywhere. It is something which sticks with you. It is a framework which helps you write stuff in a more logical way, which attracts people and which makes people read something. So I would say ideas gather karo. Ye ideas are not final. Think of it. These are ideas. You need to work on this and make it final. So ideas को लेके आइडिया फ्रेमवर्क आपने डाल दिया या PAS फ्रेमवर्क डाल दिया, your end product will be the final caption. So you need to use IDA framework still. Yes. Guys, I think that is about it for this time. Next week, I've got a crazy session which is on writing for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a crazy social network right now. It is on the rise. It is giving you organic reach. Just yesterday, for one of my clients, I wrote a caption. I wrote a post. Okay, no image, no nothing. I just wrote a post, and we made connection with, or that post itself got more than, it reached more than 2000 people within 24 hours. Okay, and it got around 30 of, even say, contacts who knew him or maybe were connected on LinkedIn actually connect to him and talk to him. They commented also. Out of 30, 15 people actually commented as well. So it was crazy what the power of LinkedIn is. So that's what I want you to want to talk about next time with you guys. Okay. So till next time, guys, thanks a lot for today. If there are any questions, if there are any things, okay, then you can reach out to me on Instagram at Jeet Ajani, Jeet at Synclarity.in. That's my email ID. And I go by Jaljeet Ajani on LinkedIn. Okay. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for sticking out for this much time. It's not easy, especially on a Saturday. And Please stay safe. So cheers, guys.